Up next, the Raptors taking on the Mavericks. For the Toronto Raptors, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it together and get things back on track with a win. Mavs, Raptors, and we'll be right back for the tip-off. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, you may ask why Scotty Barnes is so competitive. He says it started while I was young. I had 2 brothers and we always wanted to be better than each other. We just competed. As a kid, I just wanted to beat other people, no matter what it was. Kevin, whether it was foot races or basketball, he's still getting after it. Back to you.
He has. Not much has changed, has it, DA? Thank you. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Nowitzki is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Irving. And it's Green. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. And for the Raptors, the forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Irving against Anunoby. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Now here's VanVleet. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. Pass to Pirtle. And here is Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
You know, he's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second.
VanVleet picks one up. The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Trent's checked in for Toronto. On the wing, Anunoby. He's covered by Irving.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Smitty OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
And he said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Barnes can't get it to go. Irving with the ball. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Kicks to Nowitzki. Fades away. Misses off the right eye.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
Here's Pirtle. The Mavericks pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And probably expected to win that game, and maybe that caused them to come out a little flat, just a bit of complacency.
A masterful finisher. The closer Kyrie is to the bucket, the more dangerous he becomes.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Offensive rebound. Hurdle. Off target at the rim.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a deep roster for the Raptors. But Smitty, do they have the star power, the star talent to win big?
Well, they have Scotty Barnes. He was last season's Rookie of the Year. His growth will be key. But with Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam, all-star caliber players, Toronto's not shy on talent, Kevin.
Dallas leading by 5. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Doncic passes to Nowitzki. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Barnes finds Trent. No good on the 3. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Trying to get something going. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And when you look at Pascal Siakam, he has only gotten better.
Yes, GA, having his best season the last 3 years, averaging over 20 points, and he's a rebounding machine. From a role player to an elite talent, Pascal Siakam continues to impress with his all-around game.
Now here's Nowitzki. A shake. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
Love when Nowitzki finishes with the dunk, showing some outstanding lift on that one.
Back to Barnes. Shot from 12. Good as the jump shot falls.
We just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Doncic against Trent. From deep. Offensive rebound Mavericks. They kick it out to Green. The three-pointer no good. Raptors trailed by 3. Now here's Anunoby. Here's Siakam. The kick out to Barnes. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Hurdle shot is off. Dallas has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. And Cole from outside. Here's Nowitzki. And he banks in the layup. Nowitzki's got 10.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Anunoby passes to Barnes. And a wide open look for Siakam. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. 7 points in the game.
Becoming more consistent with his shot. Siakam forcing the defense to come out and guard him.
Here's Doncic. And Pirtle sends it back. Irving dishes to Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
13 foul.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
Achua, he's checked in for the Raptors. Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Clint Capella. Christian Wood comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Green. Hardaway is subbed in for Irving. Now, here's Trent. After the miss from Christian Wood, the offensive rebound. Here's Anunoby. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
OG's a tricky cover. Has strength, has quickness, and just still learning the game.
Here we have 2 first-year head coaches, Steve. That being said, how long does it take for teams to learn a new system under these new coaches?
Kevin, is easy. If you have a veteran team, less time. If you have a younger team, it can take some time. You just have to be patient if you have younger guys.
Toronto trailing to the paint. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here's Doncic. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game. Barnes finds Trent. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Trent's got his second bucket of the night.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
You know, a few guys know how to score like Gary Trent Jr. He can fill it up in any situation, firing off quality shots from inside or outside the arc.
Doncic passes to Bullock. Trent against Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Tries again. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Trent. From 10 feet out, McGee with the block. And here is Doncic. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over. And Gary Trent Jr. certainly has some impressive stats as a result of his skills as a scorer.
Jay, how about 5 30-point games in a row? How about 9 threes in a single game? If he finds his rhythm, he can cause you a lot of trouble. Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
He gets that one. Doncic has got 6 points.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Pass to Boucher. Trent outside. Now Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
line for
And
your
you could
record.
argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Wood in the post, defended by Trent. Doncic outside. Back to Wood. There's the steal. Fast break Toronto. And here is Trent outside. The Raptors rebound. Here's Achua. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second
Raptors have
personal
shot
foul.
5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And their success rate on the season,
At the line
right around
for your
77%.
Precious Achua.
He's off on the second.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Here's Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
Toronto's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. The dunk by Achua.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Now, here's Anunoby. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Nets.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Now, Doncic following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. Passes it to Bullock from past the arc. That one's not going to go. And Toronto will come the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
Doncic against Trent. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
And here's Barnes for 3, and no good in the last second attempt this time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks
23.
lead by 1.
The Mavericks.
We'll be back shortly,
24.
live from Toronto.
Get back, Theo. It's time for your Dirk.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, JaVale McGee is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Irving. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Nowitzki. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him with that good look.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Mavericks leading. Here's Irving. 23 points for him the last game against Boston.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
McGee trying to break free. That's good from Nowitzki on the assist by Irving.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Barnes. 8 points his last outing. That one a little long. Boucher against Nowitzki. They kick it out to Green. Good on the 3-point shot. Green's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
The pass to Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Van Vliet. Second chance shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Hard to match up with Boucher inside, especially when he's trying to score.
Raptors have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. That free throw missing.
And when you talk about Chris Boucher, an impressive forward who brings a lot to the table.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dallas. Irving against Boucher. Here's Nowitzki. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. And Boucher is one of those guys, Smitty, you love having in your rotation.
Kevin, he can score, rebound, and defend very well, and has shown a willingness to want to get better, which is something you love to see.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And they're bringing you up close and personal. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Van Vliet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Irving's shot is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Raptors trailed by 11. Pass to Anunoby. Green against Barnes. Back to Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nowitzki against Boucher. Nowitzki's shot is no good. Toronto's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Van Vliet. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Irving.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Now, here's Capella. Launches a 3, and Irving with the basket on the assist from Capella. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
Shoot first kind of guard. Kyrie Irving doesn't waste any time.
And that one, good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Nowitzki, following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. Nowitzki kicks to Irving. Green passes to Nowitzki. Capella trying to free himself up. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Down low, and the dunk by Boucher.
From super close range, Chris Boucher. The coaches love seeing that one.
Pass to Nowitzki. That shot off, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Inside. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal
It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Second team
You have to love Fred Van Vliet's sheer
the line
tenacity
for two.
out on the floor. He doesn't allow himself to be intimidated on either end and always comes at you with his best.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Gilberto comes in for Chris Boucher. And Trent subbed in for Anunoby. And Dallas with a change here too. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Bullock kicks to Irving. 2 points, that one goes. Irving's got 11 points.
Executing off the dribble, one of Kyrie's strongest assets.
And the Raptors call time here. You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
The Raptors making a switch here. Achua's checked in. And then for Dallas, Christian Wood comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Green. Now Doncic, he's got 8. And they double up Doncic. And here's Bullock from the arc. With the teardrop, they get the rebound. Passes it to Irving. Goes up again, and they pick up 2. He's got 13.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. And there's the pass to Achua. Trent against Irving. Trent kicks to Van Vliet. Bangs home the trifecta. Van Vliet's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Young's checked in for the Raptors. Now, here is Young. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
And the dunk by Capella.
This is the power Capella plays with. He doesn't mess around this close to the rim.
Trent outside. Van Vliet wide open. Connects from three-point range. Van Vliet's got his third basket of the night.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And here's Trent outside. Here's Achua. Wood with the block.
Man, an aggressive block there by Wood. He's not going to shy away from competing defensively.
And so here's Toronto. It's a 13-point game. The dunk by Achua.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And the dunk by Capella.
Love Capella's IQ on the pick and roll, hitting his mark and then getting himself open.
Knocked away. Over in the corner, Doncic. From deep. It's hauled in by Trent.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. He kicks it to Bullock. They grab their own miss. Doncic with the bucket.
And he's become a true warrior on the backboard. Doncic understands how to position himself on that offensive board.
Doncic with the steal. And Doncic throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto.
Now into the lineup for your record.
Van Vliet with it. He's got 9. And again, no good by Toronto.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
Here's Van Vliet, following the score by Dallas. Trent passes to Van Vliet. Takes a shot at the elbow. From downtown, Mavericks with the rebound. 15 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Young against Doncic. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. From the inbound.
And it feels like Doncic has risen to stardom so fast. His drive to be an all-time great is very evident.
The Mavericks have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And he sinks the second. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. And that'll do it for...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Doncic finds Nowitzki. And here's Green outside. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. VanVleet makes it off the glass. And now that's 11 points for Fred VanVleet.
To counter the size deficiency, VanVleet has developed an insane number of moves inside.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And for Siakam, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Siakam's shot is off.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And they double up Doncic. Nobody near Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. From the arc, 5 on the clock. Knocks down the 3-ball. Anunoby's got 6.
This is what you already like about OG Anunoby's game. Has a good feel for where to get his shots along the perimeter.
Green finds Doncic. And they double up Doncic. And the wide open shot from Green. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here's Doncic. 18 points for him. And Nowitzki, wide open, he fires. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th assist on the night. And the Raptors call time here.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He is taking some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Pirtle. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Anunoby against Hardaway. Passes to Barnes. Anunoby with it. VanVleet outside. Capella trying to free himself up. Here's Barnes. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Barnes has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Good instincts from Scotty Barnes on the offensive glass, and he put it back home.
Doncic passes to Capella. Green left side. On the pass to Anunoby. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 8 points for him.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
Drains the 3-pointer.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Pass to Anunoby. Off target with his 3. Mavericks leading by 13. Now here's Nowitzki. 18 points for him. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Tremendous offensive output tonight. Dirk can stuff the stat sheet.
Pass to Anunoby. Green against Barnes. Pass to Boucher. Barnes looking around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Clint Capella.
Defenders haven't figured out Scotty Barnes yet.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
That's good from Barnes.
The confidence of Scotty Barnes' game is pretty inspiring. Even against savvy veteran opponents, he believes in his own abilities, and he gets it done.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Now with the ability to play a soft zone, can Team Steve hide their weaker defenders?
I think it's great, Kevin, for a possession or two, and it works sometimes, but good offenses always find the weak link.
Count that bucket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
Now here's Anunoby. He's got 8. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
When you talk about OG Anunoby, here's a guy who gets better every season, works hard on his game.
On the Mavericks with some changes, JaVale McGee comes in for Clint Capella, and Christian Woods subbed in for Dirk Nowitzki. And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Trent's checked in for OG Anunoby. Now, here's Doncic. And McGee kicks to Doncic. McGee, the pass to Wood. Boucher with the steal. Trent outside. And here is Van Vliet. 11 points in the game. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Gets it from downtown.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
The pass to Barnes. Back to Trent. The 3. Not going to go that time. And it's Dallas the other way.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time.
Junior.
That'll be his second foul of the game. And Toronto making a change here.
Second team
Achua's
foul.
checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Here's Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. It's good. Woods got his first points of the night.
And how about Wood there adapting to the defense? Can't get inside, so he just takes the mid-range.
The 3 from Barnes. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 17. Driving the lane, and Green slams it in.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Van Vliet. 11 points in the game. Here's Achua. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Wood finds McGee. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Van Vliet. Takes the 3. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Young's checked in for the Raptors. The Mavericks also with a sub. Irving's checked in. Barnes left side. The layup missed.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20-10 guy, but now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 7. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
A tremendous finisher in close. Scotty Barnes is physical, and he's explosive.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
At the line.
That's good from Barnes. And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Dallas again turning it over. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Raptors trailed by 19. Van Vliet passes to Barnes. And he's going up for the alley-oop. But dunk by Achua.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Thank you, Scotty Barnes.
Moving against Van Vliet. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. And you knew things were going south for Irving and the Nets when they couldn't agree on a contract. He was eventually traded and is a big talent boost to this team. Kyrie still has all the talent in the world, even if it comes with some risk.
If you're looking for entertainment, you've come to the right place. Kyrie puts on a show every night.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Fred Van Vliet with the assist.
Irving attacking. Wood kicks to Bullock. Pass to Irving. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nowitzki. And the layup's good off the glass. Nowitzki's got 24.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Here's Trent, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Wood. Back to Nowitzki. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Off target from 3-point range. Trent kicks to Achua. Van Vliet on the wing. Here's Young, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And very quietly, Young just continues to be an efficient player, a multi-talented swingman who does a little bit of everything.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. And so it's Dallas, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Luka Doncic. Nowitzki is out there with Green. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Irving at the 2-guard spot. Now, here's Anunoby. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Just 3 to shoot. They get it back. Over Green. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Van Vliet against Doncic. There's Green with the 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Van Vliet outside. Offline with his 3.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
And they double up Doncic. Irving for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Raptors trailed by 18. Passes it to Barnes. And Barnes gets double teamed. For 3, Van Vliet. And he gets it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
There's the pass to Anunoby. Toronto needs to get off his shot. They get it again. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
You can count on Pirtle to play with energy. And this time it pays off with the second chance points.
Pass to Nowitzki. Back to Doncic. From outside the arc. Dallas again missing. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Anunoby. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now, here's Doncic. He dishes it to Nowitzki. And a missed layup. The Raptors have gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Capella. Dallas again missing. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though, but plenty of time to get back in it.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Doncic has got 24 points.
Here we go, his second made from beyond the arc in the second half after having no such luck in the first.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Raptors trail by 17. Now Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. Over Irving. Here's Pirtle, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Clint Capella.
Really like the work inside from Pirtle, using his body well to draw the contact on his way up.
And you look at Jakob Pirtle, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Now, here's Doncic. To the inside. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
On the pick and roll, Nowitzki uses his size so well, disrupting the D and getting himself into shooting position.
Here's Barnes. Toronto working the ball around now. Van Vliet with the bucket. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
To the middle. It's tipped. Doncic dishes to Nowitzki. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's his first.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And finished off by Siakam.
As a distributor, Fred VanVleet is so effective. He knows when and where to feed his guys.
Fred VanVleet with the assist.
And they double up Doncic. break. Here come the Raptors. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Anunoby. Barnes has got 10 points in just the second half. Dallas leading by 14. Doncic with it. And again, Dallas turns it over.
Raptors ball.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Down low, here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Beautiful when the big man takes flight. Pascal Siakam leaving no room for error with that double.
Now here's Doncic. Nowitzki. Doncic trying to get open. Nowitzki, good. Nowitzki's got 31. Pass to Anunoby. Now Barnes. Doncic with the steal. Outside, Green. Dishes to Irving. Doncic against Van Vliet. Ball's knocked loose. Kicks it to Pirtle. The pass to Van Vliet. Back to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Dallas making a switch here. Woods checked in.
Christian Wood.
Mavericks leading by 14. Now here's Doncic. Hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this had. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Now here's Barnes. And again, no good by Toronto. Pass to Pirtle. Second shot opportunity.
And Pirtle using his frame well, drawing the defense into him on his shot.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for Toronto.
And he can't hit the second. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki inside. Siakam's there. Doncic looking it over. Fires from deep. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. A 3-ball. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Anunoby's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Van Vliet. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Mavericks leading by 17. And here's Doncic from the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 13 points here in the second half alone. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The topic of parity is always front and center with the NBA. So, Steve, how do you see the balance in the league these days?
Well, Kevin, the NBA's done a good job trying to keep financial equality between teams. But the biggest stars want to play in the biggest markets. So parity will always be a factor.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Now, here's Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Woods got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Mavericks have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Doncic kicks to Green.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Doncic passes to Green. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Assist goes to
Man, just adding
Luka
insult
Doncic.
to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Pass to Green. Here's Wood. Dallas moving it around. Here's Barnes. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Mavs.
Mavericks leading by 20. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Doncic missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
Oh, his array of talents on full display. Picks up the triple-double, really takes ownership of this game. I thought that made the difference for them tonight.
And here is Doncic following Otto Porter's three.
And so confident, even amongst the trees. Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
And he knocks down the first one.
Luka Doncic taking 2 shots.
All free throws good from Doncic. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
That one good for 2.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carryovers into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
And he overshot that one, missing. And here is Flynn. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Luka, congrats on the win, but you have a quick turnaround here, so what will be key to keeping this going?
Same as today, prepare hard for these games, play good defense, and, just keep attacking them. We just got to prepare ourselves.
Hey, man, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
And those are the starting lineups, so kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
The Bucks' Chris Middleton has a fan and head coach, Mike Budenholzer. Bud said, quote, he's the ultimate professional, so consistent.
Well, he's a key player for them, Allie. So here's Dallas' starting group. We've got Clint Capella. Luka Doncic is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Green. And for Milwaukee, Middleton is the 3, with Giannis playing the power forward. Joe Ingles is out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
Drills it from deep.
That's confident shooting there from Drew Holiday. Got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
From deep, here's Doncic. Milwaukee with the rebound. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
And this, one of the few opponents who really stuck it to them during what was an otherwise excellent season for them. You're right, they've got to have revenge on their minds tonight.
Now here's Green. No good on the 3. Antetokounmpo against Doncic. Outside Holiday. Outside Ingles. Back to Holiday. Antetokounmpo, left side. 6 to shoot. Over Capella. Oh, a terrific move by Giannis to score.
And the offense continues to work the ball around to get Giannis in that kind of position for a high percentage shot.
The 3. And Luka Doncic with the 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Ingles. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Middleton against Green. Shoots from 12. Lets it fly. Ingles, no good.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Nowitzki. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They penned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
It's both from the stripe.
Well, a great player on a great roll at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Ingles passes to Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Launches a 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass. And the reliability of what Drew Holiday brings to the hardwood. It's about that menacing defense night after night with great hands and great instinct.
Now here's Irving. In his last outing, 16 points for him.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Well, Brent, after years of being an elite defender, Holiday is finally getting the recognition he deserves.
And the best part of guys like this, B.A., is that ask other guards around the league what it's like to introduce your offensive game to a guy like Drew Holiday. They will tell you he's one of the best perimeter defenders that you're going to find.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it. And
Milwaukee has possession. The open shot by Middleton. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
That smooth shot selection from Middleton, that is definitely a spot he can get the job done from.
And Doncic launches from deep. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Ingles. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Holiday against Doncic. Down low. Portis with the steal. Outside Holiday. Off target with the three. Dallas has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Doncic shot is good. Doncic has got 5.
And the strength of Doncic allows him to play through contact. Surprised he didn't get the star treatment there. No whistle.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Holiday. Plenty of space. The rebound by Nowitzki.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Doncic on the wing. Outside Irving. From deep. With the second effort. Doncic, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Outside for Green. Outside Irving. Here's Nowitzki. Good D by Antetokounmpo. The Bucks have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Ingles against Irving. Ingles passes to Portis. Antetokounmpo, left side. Shot clock at 5. And the shot's good. Antetokounmpo has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Yeah, it feels like Portis was communicating before he even set that one up. That's a great look.
And Dallas calls time here. Well, at this early stage of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., early on, some teams know what kind of club they are. But for a lot of teams that had some turnover or a coaching change, it's about finding who you are, finding your identity, figuring out what style is going to work.
So good at knowing when to shoot and when to pass off the screen. Kyrie Irving dictating the defense that time.
And stolen by Irving. Hardaway finds Wood. Irving with it. Up and over Carter. And it's Irving missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Carter from outside. That one is off. And it's Dallas the other way. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the